a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC Worldwide, and they're brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. Monroe County Sheriff's deputies scoured Jefferson Road near the intersection of Clover Street after a driver reported the side window of his van shattered yesterday afternoon. This was the 9th incident of a vehicle struck by something on Rochester area roads since April 15th. Driver Bill Berger reported hearing a pop before the window shattered. He pulled a piece of glass from his eye but escaped serious injury. He thinks his window was shot through by a pellet gun. Deputies say they're not sure if a BB or a pellet hit the window or if it was a rock. Captain Michael Fowler says they are proceeding as though the recent incidents are all related. The sheriff's office is asking drivers to be alert and report anything that looks suspicious. A morning riff on city health care coverage for transgender people has led to the permanent suspension of 2 Rochester radio hosts. Entercom Communications says on Twitter and its Facebook page that Kimberly and Beck of 98.9 FM The Buzz are off the air as a result of hateful comments against the transgender community, and that's a quote. The Buzz morning hosts spent about 10 or 12 minutes Wednesday morning talking about Mayor Lovely Warren's announcement that the city's health plan will cover transgender surgery and counseling. They talked at length about male and female body parts and the mental health of transgendered people. Reaction via social media, including Slate and Facebook, was immediate and widespread, with most condemning the bit as hate speech. The Toronto Star says it's learned from a source that billionaire Tom Golisano plans a bid for the Buffalo Bills as soon as the team is officially on the market. Earlier, the Bills announced they've named Morgan Stanley as financial advisor for the sale and Proskauer Rose as legal advisor. The 2 firms will work out the sales process for the Bills franchise. Once that process is open, the Toronto Star says Golisano will launch his bid and seek immediate pre-approval from the NFL. Golisano would keep the team in Buffalo. Governor Andrew Cuomo has looked to Buffalo for a running mate, tapping former Congresswoman Kathy Hochul to run for lieutenant governor. Cuomo introduced Hochul in a video played at the state Democratic Convention. The choice gets a thumbs up from current Lieutenant Governor Bob Duffy, who decided not to seek re-election. Hochul represented the 26th district in Erie County and Buffalo after winning a special election in 2011. But she was defeated in the 2012 campaign by Republican Chris Collins, and she is currently an executive of M&T Bank. A Quinnipiac University poll on this year's race for governor shows Democrat Andrew Cuomo's biggest concern would be a more liberal candidate coming at him from the left. Quinnipiac finds Governor Cuomo has a 57 to 28% lead over Republican Rob Astorino right now. But if a more liberal candidate ran on the Working Families Party line, that candidate would take 22% of the vote for New York's progressives. That would drop the Cuomo lead over Astorino down to 37 to 24. Overall, though, voters say they approve of the job Cuomo is doing as governor by 59 to 32%. Bad news for boaters looking to spend Memorial Day on the water on the Finger Lakes as cleanup continues from the flash floods 2 weeks ago. The Yates County Sheriff's Office has banned motorboats from Keuka Lake until the water levels go down. Sheriff Ron Spike says boat traffic has been pretty minimal anyway since the floods a week ago, but right now there are entire trees and there are docks floating in the lake, more of the same underwater that could threaten motorized watercraft. The sheriff says it's doubtful the water levels will go down in time for Memorial Day, when many boaters traditionally take to the Finger Lakes. Canandaigua, Honeoye, and Canisius Lakes also have 5 mph speed limits right now because of submerged debris. Rochester police have arrested 2 city teenagers on robbery and grand larceny charges in connection with a strong-arm robbery that was caught on video. 16-year-old Jazel Gray was charged as an adult. The other suspect is a juvenile who's not being named. Police say they walked up to a person waiting for a ride on East Main Street and stole the victim's cell phone. The victim fought back, but the 2 fled with the phone. The suspects were identified after the video clip was made public. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of our pages and catch one. We post updates as necessary, and I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.